Hello, I'm Mr. Love, the self-proclaimed spoiled child of romance. If you're tired of the same old dry dating history videos, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Today, we're diving into the wild love life of Falling in Reverse frontman Ronnie Radke. From murder trials to metal tours, his story has always been dramatic, so it's no surprise his romantic life is full of twists. He's a big name in the rock scene, Escape the Fate era and beyond, and by the looks of his past relationships, his heart's as intense as his music. Let's unpack his on-again, off-again romances with all the juicy details. Lexus Amanda, early 2000s fling. One of Ronnie's earliest crushes was Lexus Amanda, a girl from his younger days. Lexus later explained they never really officially dated, just had a short teen fling back when Ronnie was still a local kid in Las Vegas. At that time, he was dreaming of rock stardom, gigging with his high school band, far from fame. Imagine Ronnie Radke passing notes in class instead of on stage. It's a cute reminder that even rock stars start out as regular teens with awkward romances. Can you remember your first crush? Ronnie's story shows everyone has humble beginnings. Can you remember your first crush? Mandy Murders, 2004 to 2007. By 2004, Ronnie's band, Escape the Fate, was taking off, and he met Mandy Murders, a gothic model who became his emo-rock girlfriend. Mandy even appeared as Juliet in the band's music video. They were the ultimate scene power couple. Fans loved spotting the two of them together at shows. For a while, it looked like this was the romance of Ronnie's youth. Both were famous in that MySpace emo era and seemed picture perfect. But by 2007, things went sour. Ronnie was going through serious legal and personal turmoil, and Mandy quietly started hanging out with Ronnie's replacement singer, Craig Mabbitt. When Ronnie found out, he famously ranted in a blog from prison, asking Craig, "How does my dick taste?" a crude way of calling out Craig for dating his ex. This ignited a wild fan feud, with people wearing Team Ronnie or Team Craig shirts at shows. It was rock star melodrama at its peak. For Ronnie, losing Mandy to another guy while on the outs felt brutal. It added fuel to his anger with the old band, and is one of the most legendary backstabbing tales in his history. Audrey Kitching, 2007 to 2008. In 2007, Ronnie briefly dated Audrey Kitching, a well-known scene queen, blogger, and model. Audrey was huge on MySpace and fashion blogs, and Ronnie was still fronting Escape the Fate. They bonded over their dark style and music. While it wasn't a long relationship, just a fling really, fans of the scene whispered about it. Picture two internet-famous goth kids falling in love backstage. When it ended after a few months, nobody made big scenes. Audrey went on to a solo modeling career, Ronnie went on to bigger drama and jail. But this little romance shows just how intertwined his life was with that emo and subculture. It's fun to imagine how fans reacted at the time. Like, even Audrey Kitching wanted a piece of Ronnie Radke. What do you think it was like for two famous scene stars dating in 2007? It's a wild chapter that reminds us Ronnie's first loves were just as dramatic as his music. Emily Radke, 2008 to 2009. After Ronnie's arrest in 2008, a curious name appeared in the gossip sites, Emily Radke. Was she related to Ronnie? No, just a coincidence that she took his last name. Ronnie dated Emily Ellis, who briefly used his surname online from mid-2008 to early 2009, roughly 10 months. This was a quiet, almost forgotten chapter. Ronnie's music career was on hold during this time, so their relationship was low-key. Fans were confused, even some thought she was his sister. One Who's Dated Who page cheekily lists her as his wife, but trust us, they never married. No big drama came out of this romance, they simply went their separate ways. The internet really had a field day thinking he had a wife. In reality, Emily mostly faded into the background as Ronnie prepared Falling in Reverse. Reflection. It's a reminder that sometimes even a short, private relationship can spark rumors when the person is famous. Ronnie was dealing with serious stuff in 2008-2009, so Emily's part in his life passed quietly, like a cameo in a bigger movie. Solly Watts, 2009 to 2011. When Ronnie got out of prison around 2010, he was focused on launching his new band, Falling in Reverse. Around that time, he grew close to Solly Watts, a friend from the Vegas scene. They dated for a couple of years, but no one knew much about it until after the fact. In 2012, Solly shocked the world by accusing Ronnie of domestic violence. Headlines blazed. Solly tweeted that she'd left her abuser, while Ronnie countered that charges were dropped. The court eventually gave him a lesser, disturbing the peace conviction. This public battle was a huge twist. Fans watched Solly and Ronnie make conflicting statements online, and it was messy. The key point is that they had already broken up by then. The reasons never got fully aired, but the drama was real. Imagine being behind bars and then jumping back into fame, only to find an ex pointing accusing fingers at you. Ronnie learned the hard way that fame and personal life can collide painfully. After 2012, he rarely mentioned Solly again, focusing on his music instead. For viewers, this was a dramatic, cautionary tale. Even in love, life as a rock star had heavy consequences.
Crissy Henderson, 2012-2013. Summer 2012 brought Crissy Henderson into Ronnie's life, a glamorous model who soon became the mother of his child. Falling in Reverse was surging with hits, and Crissy got pregnant. In June 2013, they welcomed baby Willow Grace Radke. Ronnie was ecstatic. He told a music magazine that becoming a dad was night and day, joking that he no longer wanted to road rage now that someone was watching. Fans were thrilled. The wild frontman of FIR had a reason to finally grow up. For a moment, Ronnie seemed set on stability, a baby, a steady girlfriend, and a flourishing career. Then, everything changed fast. By late 2013, Crissy's social media was full of hints of hurt. Rumors claimed Ronnie had cheated while Crissy was pregnant. The internet buzzed. Ronnie even made darkly funny posts joking about cheating. Was he poking fun at the rumor or spilling the truth? Whatever exactly happened, their breakup was inevitable. It was a huge shock. One day they were happy parents, the next they were splitting up publicly. This was probably Ronnie's biggest heartbreak. He went from being on top of his game and a new dad to a broken relationship in months. He channeled the pain into more music, but quietly. Willow remained his pride and joy through it all. Did fame break this family, or was something deeper broken? We'll never know, but it taught Ronnie a lot about trust and responsibility. PenaVega, rumored 2012. Here's one for the rumor mill. In late 2012, tabloids linked Ronnie to PenaVega, the actress from Spy Kids. Say what? Apparently, an old Instagram of Alexa in a Ronnie mask was hilariously misinterpreted, sparking wild stories that the rocker had an affair with the Disney star. Reality check. Alexa was happily married, and Ronnie was busy with his newborn. No credible proof ever emerged. It was almost certainly an internet myth. Still, it made a great tabloid story. It's like mixing oil and water. Rock star meets former child star. Fans couldn't resist the headline, even though it was too weird to be true. This rumor reminds us that in Ronnie Radke's world, truth and fiction often get tangled. Imagine Scooby-Doo solving the mystery of Ronnie's latest girlfriend. We'll give the benefit of the doubt here. This one is almost certainly just rock folklore. But hey, it kept people guessing. Jenna King, 2014. In 2014, Ronnie found love with reality star Jenna King from Southern Charm. Jenna was the outspoken Southern belle, about 11 years older than Ronnie, but that didn't stop their spark. Fans got excited when Jenna publicly stood by Ronnie during his court battles. She famously tweeted, "Charges were dropped. I was there. #fact." The two were often seen cozy on Instagram. She even gushed, "I fucking love you," in a post. For a while, they seemed happy together during his busy tour schedule. But by late 2014, the romance quietly ended. Jenna later moved on to a rich fiancé in LA, real-life love story stuff, and Ronnie went back to focusing on his band. He took the breakup in stride, joking on social media that he and Jenna were still friends and we talk all the time. There was no big fallout or scandal. For both of them, it seemed a natural parting. Jenna later said Ronnie was really sweet, but simply they drifted apart. Have you ever had a whirlwind romance that burned bright, then fizzled? Ronnie and Jenna's story feels a lot like that. Intense for a moment, then over. Burt, 2015 to 2016. Next up was Burt, a DJ and e-reality personality from the Dash Dolls show. Caroline and Ronnie first showed up together in 2015. Think of it as two stars meeting. She had been on TV with the Kardashians, he was fronting his band. They had fun publicly. Caroline even popped up in Falling in Reverse interviews and joked on Twitter about tricking guys with meet and greets. It was a playful, low-pressure fling. By 2016, it had fizzled. They apparently ended things without drama. No angry tweets, just life happening. Some fans noted Caroline liked attention. Okay, Kardashian spin-off reality, but she later said dating Ronnie was a highlight of her story. Meanwhile, Ronnie kept touring and recording albums. This chapter felt like a colorful side story. Ronnie was famous by then, and dating a reality star made headlines, but it didn't last. Sometimes relationships light up for a moment and then gently dim. Ronnie's time with Caroline seems like a fun interlude rather than a soul match. Saraya-Jade Bevis, 2018 to 2024. Finally, Ronnie's longest and most high-profile partner, Saraya-Jade Bevis, WWE and AEW wrestler known as Paige. They started dating in 2018, and for 6 years fans followed their story in the shadows. This was a major pairing, rock star meets wrestling royalty. They kept most of it private, but appeared together at events. Saraya would sometimes attend FIR concerts, and Ronnie cheered her on at wrestling shows. By 2020, their love was confirmed, and fans were thrilled. Even the band's 2020 single, Drugs of Faith, featured Saraya. They were clearly serious and supportive of each other's careers. Then, quietly, in late 2024, the news broke. They had split. Saraya explained in a TMZ interview that it was all amicable. She said, "It just ended amicably and positively. We were together a long time. We just drifted apart. We're better off as friends." Ronnie chimed in too on social media to calm fans. He joked that they were still in daily contact and said, "We're rich as hell, having the time of our lives. Relax, guys, it's okay." In short, there were no public meltdowns, just two people acknowledging their busy lives pulled them in different directions. This breakup felt surprisingly peaceful for Ronnie. They made it very clear there was no bad blood. After a 6-year bond, they're staying friends. Saraya even mentioned she's taking a break from dating anyone in music or wrestling. For Ronnie, this chapter shows growth. He ended a long relationship without drama, just maturity. Who knows what's next? If nothing else, Ronnie and Saraya taught fans that sometimes the best thing is to say, "It was meant to be for a while, and that's okay."
Rumored relationships. In addition to these confirmed partners, Ronnie's name pops up in celebrity gossip too. The most famous rumor is that he had a brief fling with actress PenaVega, formerly Alexa Vega, in 2012. Neither has ever commented, so it remains pure speculation. Another buzz came in early 2025. Photos surfaced of Ronnie with Canadian musician Dana Dentata during Falling in Reverse's Australian tour. Dana has a rebellious edge, much like Ronnie. She fronts a metal band and has toured with Korn. Still, they haven't officially confirmed anything. Fans are buzzing, and some think Ronnie might already be moving on after his split with Saraya. These remain unverified rumors for now, but who knows? Maybe Ronnie's next love song is already being written with a new muse. From scene queens to wrestlers, Ronnie Radke's dating history is as colorful as his tattoos. His past romances show he's just as passionate offstage as on it. Whether that leads to heartbreak or happiness, it makes for one heck of a story. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give the video a thumbs up and share your thoughts below. Who do you think Ronnie will date next? Thanks for watching Love Archive, and remember, whether it's love or heartbreak, it's all part of the journey. Keep your hearts open, and we'll see you next time with another wild celebrity love story.